Hello, what is up guys? Today I am here to talk to you about Injustice 2, the game, which is recently, coming out and all that. I'm pretty sure you can get it right now. And first off, I'd like to say that when this game first came out, I was so excited for it. Or not when it first came out, I guess. When the first trailer dropped back last summer, it was July. I can't remember exactly the date, but I remember exactly what I was doing when I first saw the clip. I was so excited, and I still think this is going to be a fun game, and probably, yeah, a great game at that. It's just what they did to it and my experience. I've actually, if you've been following, or if you followed, I followed the game pretty closely on YouTube, giving you guys content about the game as we learned more about it. My very first video was character speculations about we got silhouettes of all the characters, and I did speculations on what each of those characters might be. Um, I'm really happy that I got a lot of them right. Actually, it was really cool how many I got right, and my big accomplishment, I guess, would be that I guess Captain Cold and Brainiac right. Those are probably what I'm most proud of, I guess. Um, but I did that. I followed the game every time they released a few. Uh, they used to release two characters at a time when they were releasing characters, two characters at a time. I did videos on the two characters releasing trailers. There was the Wonder Woman and Blue Beetle reveal. There was the Deadshot and Harley Quinn reveal. I did videos over those. Then I did sort of an analyzation over the one of the first cinematic trailers. How it was like there was like a sort of black and white. It was more of the story trailer. It was the first reveal of Brainiac. I did it over that. Then the beta got announced, and then the trailer came along with sort of the same. It was sort of the same trailer with the beta, um, and that's where things sort of turned around for me. I was like one of probably the most excited people for this game. Then the trailer came out, and I saw the dirty the dirty trick, the thing that really sort of pissed me off, because for me this game, or Injustice, was like a really sacred game. It was untouched. Not a lot of people have heard of it, had heard of it. Um, and then at the very end of the trailer, I'll just say, if you don't know, they showed how they're going to do all their DLC. They're going to have a $60 edition, an $80 edition, and a $100 edition. First of all, I don't think there really should be any DLC for a fighting game. I mean, spending $60 on a fighting game, you're already kind of getting a not so great experience. You know how fighting games at the start were a quarter. You know what I mean? So to pay $60 for it now, plus extra for characters, just doesn't seem right. It already seemed a little much to pay $60 for a fighting game. So all that extra doesn't really help it in that case and in my purchasing decision. Now usually, and I could see myself doing this, I would just pitch in because I love the characters. I love DC, I love comic books, I love fighting games, and I especially love what they did with Injustice and what they're going for in Injustice 2. But the fact that they just did it all in DLC and that some people are going to be missing out on characters that other people are getting because of a few extra bucks means that the game is sort of incomplete. If you have to pay more to get more characters, I think that some people are getting a better game than other people, and I don't really support that, and I wanted to say it with my wallet. And so I am waiting for this game because I guarantee you in about 9 to 10 months there will be a special edition with all the characters, basically the full game as it should be, but for only $60. They'll call it the special edition. Is what they'll probably do. Um, and I know they did a similar thing with Injustice 1, but it was different in that one with the crossover to the PS4. And another thing, the thing that really set in stone the fact that I was not going to be purchasing this on day one, where originally I planned to pre-order and all that, um, is the beta scandal. I'll call it. It was I'll call it the beta scandal. The beta code scandal. It's not really a scandal, but back in March, early March, they announced a. Was it March or was it late February? Either way, it's never happened. They announced a beta for all those who signed up. You would get a code and you'd get access to the beta. Um, Only about 10% of the people who ever signed up actually ended up getting the beta. They really pissed off the community. They really just gave a middle finger to the people who really cared about the game enough to, be on their newsletter, find out about this exclusive beta that you had to go in and sign up for. I did a video on that back when it happened. That was insane. Yeah, I never got my beta code in an email, neither did any of my friends. It was a big mess. It was just a real FU to the community, kind of, because we were really anxious to play. And the fact that there were people out there playing and that we weren't playing, just sort of, it was terrible. It was a really bad deal. And often those players that did get beta codes were sort of the big YouTubers that were going to advertise the game, which really just, they're not really supporting the small guy, which, shame on them is my opinion. And the fact that I never actually got a beta code, and if I would have had a beta code and been able to play the game, because I'm sure it works good. I've seen tons of gameplay. It looks really fun, actually, and like a really great game. It's well thought out. The story looks good. The gear system is probably their most interesting feature this time around, but unfortunately, they are not going to get my money, at least not right now. Like I said, the 9 or 10 months away. They'll probably do a special edition with the full game, and that's when I'll probably fork over the money. But I did want to say something with my wallet, and I do this to games that try to give us DLC. I really do think it's our job to go and tell the developers that we don't like paid DLC. It's not good. Anyway, that's my opinion about the game. The game format. I think the game's going to be great, like I said many times. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you thought of the video, and see you guys later.